Yo, what is up, y'all? Welcome back. Happy Halloween as well. Got my fellow gunner with me, my buddy, here in the tank with me for Halloween, guys. It is Halloween day, Halloween evening. I guess I don't really know what the proper way of describing it is, but it is almost 9 p.m. Eastern, Halloween, and we are here with Grand Finals for Blitz Masters Legends 1. So the tournament has been going on for a couple weeks now, and it is culminating at this moment. We had 8 teams make top 8. Looking at the chart, we have 3 teams left. Actually, I should probably go to the website for this. It's probably a better spot to do it. So here is our bracket. We've got Origin. Yesterday we watched defeat Joker 4-3 tiebreaker to make it to Grand Finals. This is an incredible set, by the way. Go back and watch this. 100%. Really good win by Origin. They were down 3-1 and won 3 games in a row to clutch it. The last game was super close. That was great. And then we saw Ponda. No, we watched that. Then these 2 games were also streamed. So DFM defeated Pincer, Ponda defeated 7 Rats, and then we streamed Ponda defeating DFM 4-2. And now we've got our top 3 left. The first set we're going to watch today, starting in about 10 minutes or so, is going to be Joker Ponda. And this will be a fight to see who makes it to the Grand Finals against Origin. I believe, interestingly, according to the other servers, both of these sets are going to be best of 7, including Grand Finals. Normally, Grand Finals are best of 9, but apparently it's just best of 7 on EU, according to what people have told me. I haven't gotten to watch it. I was at work while those were going on. But apparently it's just a best of 7, so I guess we'll see how it goes. Sometimes it's more fun to watch the bigger set in grands, but I guess the entirety of top 8's just all best of 7s instead of this, best of 9 in grands. But that's how it's going, guys. So this is the bracket. We're starting with Joker Ponda. Winner plays Origin to win the tournament. And yeah, other than that, I suppose the only other thing that I did want to show is we actually did get a early look at the November tournament calendar. So obviously you've seen the October calendar. This is the end of October, but looking at November, this is how things are going. Let me move my camera somewhere a little bit better that doesn't block anything important, I guess. We don't care about the 2v2s and 5v5s. Those are the same every week. But Blitz Masters Legends 2 starting the week of Thanksgiving. Honestly, I think it's really awkward. I guess maybe Wargaming didn't have much consideration for NA picking this week. I did have a bit of a conversation with Tolian about it, and she said if we do, because Thursday's Thanksgiving Day, if we do the qualifiers on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then have the last chance on Friday. And I said, I still don't know if that'll work. Most people are traveling or having family over for a good portion of this week, and not easy to make time on all of these days, right? At least for my family. My family's coming over from out of state. They're going to be here. I'm not going to be streaming anything this week because I'm going to be hanging out with my family. I'd rather be doing that than, taking my evenings, ignoring my family, and, doing this tournament stream instead. So, hopefully Wargaming adjusts it. They still have plenty of time, right? They still have at least 4 weeks to go, basically. Yeah, they have 4 weeks to go. So I hope that they reconsider, but I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But I expect NA's participation to be a lot lower for Blitz Masters Legends 2 than I initially thought, if this is when it's going to be. So very awkward timing, but that is how it is currently set. Only other notable thing on this page is there is a 10v10 clan format tournament, or not clan format tournament, 10v10 format tournament. So obviously the 10v10 game mode came out recently, and so they're going to have a 10v10 team-based tournament. I'm curious to see how many team members they're going to allow on at a time. If it's going to be teams of 12, so it's 10 plus 2 subs. I don't know. I'm curious to see how it's going to work, but I mean, I guess we'll find out eventually when it comes. I don't know if I'll be available to stream this. I have plans going on this weekend as well. So probably not available, unfortunately. So at the moment, everything towards end of November, I'm probably not going to be able to cover. If Wargaming ends up sticking with these dates, I'll still hopefully be able to stream top 8. But even then, top 8's pretty short. It's only 3 streams. For this week, it was only Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we'll see. If this is going to be following the same format, then we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of streams for Blitz Masters Legends 2. I'm a little bummed out about that because it's a PC inclusive tournament, which I'm super excited about because I want to see how that affects the comp scene if it grows it a lot. But I think the growth of the comp scene because of PC might be hampered a bit by the timing of this. But I guess we're going to find out. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because we did get a little bit of info on what Blitz Masters Legends 2 might be looking like in terms of dates. But yeah, we covered the teams, we covered the tournament ahead of time. I guess the only thing left to do is wait for our invite. I can catch up with chat. Looks like people are starting to tune in. Got OG, always appreciate your support. Random Kid, Valhalla, Carl Lurch, Bobby, Guarded a Gate is back. What's up? Illuminati and Techno. I'm excited for today, guys. I hope you are too. Oh, I guess there is one more thing to cover, and that is the portal. It's the same as always, but I think it's still worth covering. So let me really quickly duplicate one of my tabs and share that really quickly with you guys. So this is another one of those portal streams. You can either get the link in my YouTube chat, in my Twitch chat, or you go to the World of Tanks Blitz website. Here I'm just at wattblitz.com. I'm at the homepage. You go to tournaments. You find Blitz Masters Legends 1. That's the tournament we're streaming right now. You go here, and you can watch any of the streams that you want. This is Tommy, this is Robert, and then there's me over here. So if you want to click whoever, we'll click on Tommy, and you can open the stream and get yourself rewards that way. And I actually forgot to open the tab for myself. You know, it's for myself to have in the corner, so I'm going to actually probably just minimize this tab and have Tommy stream up in that corner, out of sight, so I can focus, of course, on my own stream. But I'd like to earn the rewards as well. I did end up going ahead and opening the crates already. I did get those from yesterday's stream. Nothing crazy, so not really worth showing. The fan containers themselves aren't that particularly strong, but we'll see, I guess. If you guys get anything good, make sure to send like a picture of it in the Discord. That'd be pretty cool. See if you guys get anything worthwhile out of my streams, I guess. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys how to do the portal, because there are going to be rewards again. Also, make sure you're logged in. Top right, you can see my username. I'm logged in. But if you're not logged in, then Wargaming is not be able to track your viewership and link it to your account to get your rewards. So make sure you guys log in. And with that, I am going to have this link open, make sure that it's active, and yeah, now we just wait. I think I received my invite. I have. Tommy and Robert are both in as well. We are all good to go. Honda on the left, Joker on the right. Okay, so I talked a little bit about the teams, just like who's playing. But in terms of the individual teams, Panda and Joker, of course, they really need no introduction. I think they're, what, 8 times champion at this point. They've been very consistent winners of the NA server, really only rivaled at this point by Origin, who are in the grand finals, coincidentally. You know, no surprise there. Since I started streaming competitive back in 2021, I have not seen Joker miss top 4 once. The only top 4 that did not have the Joker clan tag was the season where they played under the Melon clan tag, and it looks like that was New Way to Play in 2022. That was like, what, summer 22, I think, where they played under the Melon tag, and they won that season under Melon. So, you know, that doesn't mean anything. It's the same team, but incredibly consistent, the most consistent NA team in recent history. But right along with that, we have Origin, who started competing in Blitz Cup 2022, so that was fall 22, so that was their first season. Previously they had played under Pramo, and they were kind of a mix between Pramo and MM players originally, but now Origin, you know, they're the second most consistent team on NA, and they have also not missed a top 4 since that point, since they started existing. So they're great. The only reason they're not, I wouldn't say they're as consistent just because they haven't existed as long, but technically they are just as consistent, right? So that doesn't really mean anything, I suppose. They both don't miss top 4s. And then the team that we are about to watch play against Joker, which we can go ahead and show the training room now, they still haven't joined the room, is Panda. They are also incredibly consistent, a little bit more than you might think. Sure, they haven't always gotten 3rd place. In fact, the past 2 seasons, they've gotten 4th. So the previous season, they were upset by DFM to get 4th. The season before that, I believe it was 11. that got third and put Ponda in fourth. Actually, no, I think there was a season in between where Ponda might have outplaced Cozy. I'm trying to remember. But Ponda also, they have not missed a top 4 since spring of 2023. So it's been well over a year since they have missed a top 4 of their own. They are incredibly consistent. They are a strong team. And even though they don't always get top 3, they are very consistent top 4. So it's very unwise to ever bet against Ponda on making top 4. Furthermore, Ponda does do pretty well historically against Joker in top 8 settings. They've never beaten Joker in top 4, which is where we are right now, so if we go by history, Joker has a very good record in top 4 against Ponda. However, in the top 8 setting, Ponda actually has a track record of upsetting Joker, so it would be interesting to see an upset today to continue that streak, but Joker's not going to make it easy for them, so I don't know what we're going to be seeing today. It would be exciting to see, a very close and well-fought set, which I do expect to see. I think Ponda's got a pretty solid roster, and having talked to several Ponda members last night in VC, at least the ones that I talked to, they felt pretty confident. They think Joker's beatable today, so I'm excited to see what they can show for us. Of course, Joker's not going to make it easy. We saw them play yesterday. They had some really nice games. Really creative stuff on Lagoon against Origin with the boosted T100. We'll see what other creative stuff they have, because they, of course, they're a very strong mechanical team, but also they have some creativity, and their execution is always second to none. So curious to see what we've got going on. First map's going to be Castilla, so we can cue that intro. I think we're going to be seeing it so that we see the same map twice. Normally, like in your grand finals and your top 3, sometimes the maps are individually picked and banned, but I don't think we have that going on for this sort of stream. So I believe we're going to be seeing Castilla twice. Ponda's going to start off with North, 350Ms. Joker's got 3 light tanks of their own for South. I guess we can introduce the map, and then go ahead and look at the game here. Notably, when I see a team having 2 or more light tanks on South spawn, that makes me think that they want to go for a quick B cap. So they might double B with those 2 T100s, but that also could just be a bait. They might want, Ponda to think that's what they're doing when they aren't actually. So we will see here. The intro should be finishing up in just a sec. We'll fly in the air and see how it goes. Looks like the scoreboard's all set up properly. We're good to go. And yeah, what's the move here? Looks like Ponda going to be sending their 50Ms. Ooh, that could be a B counter here. Are they going to go for a quick B counter? No, they're actually just going directly to A. Joker is indeed going to go for a quick B cap, and they spot all those 50Ms. They're good spotting by YN Season Reaction Panzer there. 50Ms make a quick dash to the A side of the map, but Joker has already grabbed the base, and they are going to back out. It would have been really interesting to see the 50Ms rush B, but they did not do that. So Joker will take the cap lead. Ponda might try to stab A before Joker has a chance to situate themselves on this side of the map and get resets. North spawn has a clear advantage on base A. It's a lot easier for them to cover it from their own spawn. South spawn doesn't really have a good look at it, so they are not going to be able to do anything. Ponda does grab the base, however, just like that, YN Season stepping into C. Looks like we saw a blind base reset attempt from Ranger. He missed it. He got spotted in return, so smart on him to not peek twice. It's not worth it. Joker's probably training all of their guns on the tank. Ranger's waiting a little bit, gonna get unspotted. It is good info for Joker to know that he's up there, though. I mean, it's not an uncommon thing to do, but it's still good info to have. And after everything is set on, ooh, nice blind fire into Ranger by Reaction. Reaction's very good with blind fires, guys. We've seen that season in, season out, and he's no exception here. Nice blind shot into Ranger. But yeah, after all is said and done, Joker has 2 bases, Ponda has 1, so they can't waste too much time here, and they're not doing that at all. They've already rotated back to C. We've got 2 of their 50Ms, 2 of their MLEs. Where's the last 50M? He's still holding up top there. Arctic. Spotting Steel, so Joker knows that at least 1 tank from Ponda is still up here. Nice camo on that as well. That's, is it called Triumph? I forget. That was an OG camo. It did recently get re-released. It used to be one of my favorites before they re-released it because of how rare it was. It still looks aesthetically great though, so good pick. Nice shot from Krish, aka YN Season, into Pagman, so good early bleeds from Joker into Ponda. Hit point is still pretty much dead even. Both teams are running a very relatively light lineup here. It's hard to call Panda's lineup light because, 50M still have a lot of armor, but in terms of hit points, mediums have much less, no matter what armor they have. Anyway, Skips and Pagman are crossing in the middle here. Kami spotting and putting a shot into Skips. Hawaiian Season putting a shot into Pagman. He does get hit in return by Ranger though, so Panda is going to be pressuring B and C. Joker has rotated back all the way out to A actually, with Crocodile, Steel, and Tunnel all the way up top over in A. Pafalupi's going to be looking for that A reset, and it's a lot easier to reset A from north. What's going on over here though? Looks like B is being grabbed by Skips. Joker not able to stop that quite yet. But Joker does stop the A base, so they're just fine here with giving up B. C is still Joker's. Steven's going to grab up B. He's all over there in an MLE. That tank's going to be out of the fight for a long time. Looks like Light Messi trying to push Panzer here, but taking a big beating for it. Panzer should be able to pick up that kill. He does do so. Pafalupi incredibly low in the river. He'll go down. And that's 980 points here for Team Joker. About to tick up to 990, and I don't think Panda has a very clear kill. Then potentially sneaking Panzer, but even Kami is pretty safe right here. And he does survive, actually. Joker are going to take game one. Good cap pressure, and they rotated all the way around to A. We're able to grab it, and not only grab it, but also pick up 2 kills in the process, which just boosted their caps even more, and Panda couldn't respond, even though they grabbed B, and eventually C. I was a little concerned with, Panda being able to rotate out, even if they survived that initial, push from Joker, which they did not. All the 50Ms did die there. They were just not positioned properly. Steven was grabbing base C. I'm not commenting on his damage, because he was in a position that he wasn't able to do any damage. But having an heavy tank like that have to step the base is just a little costly, because that's a lot of HP that could be better used elsewhere. So unfortunately, Panda didn't have another tank that could do that. But we're going to move on to game number 2 here. This time, Joker's going to have North, which tends to be the more favored spawn, but Joker just won with South, so, clearly the norm isn't always the case. And Panda could definitely cook something up here on South. They are again going 3 E50Ms. This time switching their light tank back to the T100. They will have a 2 and 5E and 3 MLEs. Joker, interestingly, running a Kron, but even more interestingly, a tank that we really have not seen at all this season on NA. Maybe one, total, but STB1. And Joker's running 2 of them, so they've got a very interesting north spawn strat here. I'm trying to think of where I would place those STBs if I were Joker. Could just be some sort of top fighting tank. Krons usually tend to hold C and play long range, like Clipper support. They do have that reticle calibration consumable, which allows you to fight at long range, and even then they can dig down at short range if they really need to hold C. But I'm interested to see where Joker takes their lineup. Panda with 350Ms. I'm trying to think of what they would do from South Spawn. I guess we're about to find out. We don't have to do too much imagining here. Let's go ahead and get right into game number 2. Read in the chat, 34 rather spend time with family than stream for random dudes online. Heresy, yeah, my fault. What's up, Voller? Came here for the 10v10. That will be fun. What does the dog possible mean? My guess is there's a unique reward, which would be that avatar, but I guess I'm not really sure. What's up, Nino? What's up, Tyrannos, Monty, Chris, Cool Dabadam, Joe, and Darkman? Welcome all. Welcome all. Let's go ahead, focus on game number 2 here, then I can actually read what the messages are. Just wanted to say hello to everyone first. It's good to have you all in here. I know, Nino, especially for you, this is really late for you. Anyway, double STBs, they are going as top fighting tanks, but they find Ranger here, and Ranger might, so he's going to take a little bit of hits here, but he is actually relatively safe in this position, as long as he doesn't get shot under the bridge. Not easy for Joker to push unless they want to commit a lot of tanks around here. He is pretty stuck though, there is no denying that. However, Panda brings the 350Ms around as well. Light has been spotted. Arctic has been spotted. And yeah, now Ranger's actually going to be able to use this as an opportunity to kind of bleed the side of Panzer and Steel as they're not looking. So Ranger can kind of be a bit of a bully tank here. But in comes Crocodile Javi to actually get the kill there. I thought maybe we'd see him on the C side, but no. He's going to go for the kill on Ranger. However, Honda is getting covered just fine, and they are going to push directly into Panzer, so they get that kill there. We have Steven all the way in the back who's going to help clean up Javi as well. He's been permatracked. In come the 50Ms to clean that up. In the meantime, though, Joker has pushed directly through the B base. They find Skips. He goes down. It is a 5v5 at the moment. Hit points are relatively even, but Ponda do have a little bit of initiative here. However, Joker's well grouped in the B base. It's not going to be easy for Ponda to push through that. Paflupi is a little alone up top, but he does have support from the tank, so it's not going to be an easy immediate push here from Joker. And it looks like Ponda is going to bring their tanks all the way through, try to chip down the B base tanks. Won't be the easiest thing to do. Obviously, their target's going to try to be Kami. Not only is he the low HP tank, but he's also the tank with the most dangerous gun left in this game. So Ponda's going to want to focus that down if they can, but won't be easy. Kami making his gun useful despite being low on HP, shooting Paflupi here. And if you're Steel, you could probably push Paffy. Ponda's not going to have good defense there. Actually, Kami might be able to just farm him out himself. YN Season turning to shoot, and Tunnel does as well. Ooh, Paflupi unfortunately does go down. Great awareness from Joker that all three of those guns could get into that fight while Ponda was still pushing. So Joker takes the tank advantage here. They've got Pagman quite low. They've got Arctic Ronaldo quite low as well. Steel and Reaction will have that 2v2, whereas Joker's got a 3v2 on this side. They've got the mismatch here. And it's hard for me to watch both of them at the same time, so we're going to zoom out a little bit. But Steel gets the kill on Messi. Ronaldo will fall in a moment. And Pagman dies as well. So Steven does get a pick of his own, but he's left alone against 4. Kami's going to block him in. YN Season puts in the shot. Kami with the kill. And that's a 2-0 lead for Joker. I like the idea of Ranger's position there. And honestly, I don't think that was a bad play. Like, of course, he got hit pretty hard at the start, but he was able to distract the STBs. And Ponda's push through A was actually successful, as they were able to get the kill on Panzer as well as Javi. However, they didn't hunt Steel down. He was able to make his escape, work his way around back up to the top, and then Joker just had better positioning. Unfortunately, Paflupi was kind of caught out in a poor position where he was just kind of sandwiched. If he pushed forward, he would have had to deal with the T100 and the STB, but he had to stay where he was, and instead Joker somehow found the time to turn all of those guns onto Paflupi. It was the MLEs and 2 and 5B were both able to shoot him, and Ponda just didn't put enough pressure on those tanks to keep Paflupi safe. So unfortunate there from Ponda. They had a good push, just couldn't follow through with it. We're going to move on to Mayan for games 3 and 4. So we'll get that map intro set up. And nothing crazy this time from the lineups perspective so far. I don't know if we've seen these teams play Mayan. Again, I've been sick for most of this tournament, so my memory is not as good as it usually is. A little bit foggy. But I don't know if we've seen these teams play on this map. Ponda will run an IS-4, slightly less common, but still a tank that we see plenty. Other than that, pretty much all standard tanks here. You can read the actual chat messages here. Ponda might cook with keeping out. That's crazy, Chris. We got a hater in the chat. Haven't watched Blitz comp in a while. Did Ponda get top 2 or Origin? They have never outplaced Joker or Origin that I can remember. Let's go ahead and introduce mine. We can keep reading the chat. This is not Grand Finals. Yeah, this is the set before Grand Finals, technically. This is lower bracket finals. The winner will play Origin and Grands, as Tyramus explained. Keep weirdness out of chat. Thank you, Pickle. Got good moderators. W. And here we go, guys. Map intro video complete. Where are these two teams playing? Both of them have 150M, and then the rest heavy. Interestingly, Ponda's sending their 50M towards C. They're going to back him up with most of his tanks through B. Joker's kind of doing the same, but they're initializing with a M4 MLE at C. But pretty symmetrical in terms of positioning here. IS-4 being used for its low profile ability to just kind of hold into the middle there. That's kind of always been the role-playing tank to do that. Makes sense, no problem. It looks like Light Messi has kind of been sandwiched a little bit here. but he's not without support. I didn't see Ranger down there. I guess I should pay more attention to the minimap. Kami is kind of in a bit of a 2-on-1 if Ponda puts pressure on him, but it looks like Messi might be more focused on the tanks in the middle, and Ponda's actually going to initialize a quick push, but Kak and Reaction going to try to back them up here, kind of get Ponda in a bit of a sandwich, and we'll see how that goes. But Ponda does have really good focus fire on Steel, who is the 2 and 5B. You want to be killing those 2 and 5Bs first. Those are the targets you want to soak with your MLEs. Those are the tanks that you want to take hits. Ponda's going to lose Pagman and Light Messi, so Reaction was able to help out with Kami there, but Kami does end up getting picked, so it's a 1v1 between Reaction and Ranger up top. Skips the next focus fire target. Reactive armor going to help him stay alive. Right now, at the moment, Ponda does have the advantage. They have an extra tank, they have extra HP as well. Also, Steven and Paffy have good focus here onto Kakady, although Kak and Milo will be able to shoot Steven again. Paffy was not able to block Milo out of that, which would have been ideal, of course. Reaction's going to hold Ranger in that 1v1. Group going to try to join the fight here. Paffy missing that shot. They need to get the kill on someone. If Paffy had hit Milo, he would be dead by now, but that's going to allow them to pick up Steven from Ponda. Reaction also winning the 1v1 against Ranger. It's now a 3v2, and Reaction being the tank alive there instead of Ranger is going to be really beneficial for Joker in the endgame. Even though Ponda has the HP right now, Reaction's just going to be able to sit back there for free, and really there's nothing that Ponda can do. Yeah, Paflupi fired. He could, in theory, one-shot Reaction, but as soon as he starts facing that way, you know, Reaction can just turn away. I will say, though, Ponda did a very good job of getting the kill there on MLE. Was that Milo? I think it was Milo. And Group missing the kill shot on Arctic. That actually could be very painful. Ponda now has a good focus fire on Group. Things are turning. I thought Joker would have the advantage with Reaction there, but unfortunately he's forced to play so safe. Group's going to look for the kill this time on Arctic. Doesn't roll high enough. Reaction picks it up, but now it's a 1v1 between Reaction and Paflupi. Reaction's a one-shot, though, missing the Cupola snipe. And Paflupi has the ability to just sit in the base here, so applying a little bit of pressure. Right now the tanks are going to fight hold down, but it does all come down to a 1v1 in game number 3 here, and Ponda has the advantage. Remember, this isn't the real Paflupi on the Ponda team. This is Sherman, who's just renamed for his former Ponda teammate and friend. I shouldn't say former friend, because they're still probably friends to my knowledge. Most NA players don't really have big beef when it comes to like moving teams and that sort of thing. It's pretty common. Unfortunately, Reaction doesn't have a lot of room to run at the moment. If he drives forward or backward, Paflupi, aka Sherman, will have a shot here. But it is still possible for Reaction, right? He's going to have to play this extremely carefully, of course. Can't take really any damage at all from that MLE. One connecting hit will get the kill. However, of course, Reaction does have the advantage of mobility, able to kind of dictate the pace of the game. And here you see he's putting in Cupola shot into Paflupi. He's able to take these shots really without any risk at all of receiving anything in return. So he is doing just fine here. Paflupi's just sitting tight, though. He realizes he doesn't have to do anything. Bases are in favor of the Ponda team, so there's no risk for him to just kind of sit here and wait, right? Good try from Paflupi, not able to quite hit that shot. Reaction's going to start stepping C. I don't know if it would be wise to keep it, though. No, he's just trying to position himself. Now, he will try to grab the base, just to kind of alleviate the pressure in the terms of, like, caps differentiating even more, but nope, Paflupi's in a position to keep him off of the base, so Reaction can't do anything there. Paffy's also unspotted at this point. Reaction now gets unlit as well. So now things can get a little bit interesting here. This is kind of where having the mobility is nice. You can dictate the pace of the game. You can kind of show up where you want to. And it's not easy for a heavy tank to catch a medium by surprise. It's usually the other way around. However, of course, Reaction's going to need to pen at least 5 shots to get this kill on Paflupi. Probably more given the reactive armor. So it's going to be very difficult for him to put in 5, 6, maybe 7 shots in and not take anything in return. Reaction could probably survive one hit from reactive, but hard to say. Ooh, he might be able to actually sneak B. That would be hilarious for him to just step in the B base, but no. Even then, I don't think it would alleviate the cap difference enough. They spot each other now. Reaction might have one quick shot. No, Paflupi backs down in time. And now they're right here next to each other. There is one Cupola shot, though. So that's one down. Still need a few more to go, though. Only a minute left here. Reaction doesn't have too much time to work with. Paffy activates his reactive armor, interestingly here. Perhaps a bit prematurely, but you have to use it at some point. And Reaction makes his advance. I don't understand the play of backing down, though, because that gives Reaction free Cupola shots. You just saw one. Might see another one here. If Reaction can drive up into this hill, prop his tank down, that gives him another Cupola shot here. Oh my goodness. Is Reaction going to clutch it up? Pathloopy's making his move. Reaction activates reactive armor, survives the hit. Is Reaction going to win this game? There's no way. Pen one shot here and you're good. That back down was... Oh my goodness. Reaction with the insane clutch. I don't want to dig too much into Pathloopy there. All I will say is backing down there just gave your Cupola away for free. And Joker somehow able to clutch that from the jaws of the defeat. Reaction with an incredible clutch there. 340 HP versus what, 2,000? Incredible. Well done from Reaction, keeping his cool, using positioning to his advantage. And yeah, unfortunately, I gotta say, you know, Ponda kind of tossed that one a little bit. But we're not going to harp too much on an individual player for making a mistake. Mistakes happen. We're just going to move on to the next game after a little bit of, you know, excitement. So congrats on Reaction for that clutch. That's going to be a really fun one to watch back, I'm sure. But game 4 on Mayan Ruins. This is do or die for Ponda now. Best of 7, right? If Joker 4-0s Ponda, that would be a tough look, unfortunately. But wow, what a clutch. I don't know what I just watched, guys. I don't know what I just watched. Whatever. What's up, Beaver? Having a whiskey bacon bread at, what, 2 a.m.? That sounds really nice. Sounds like a really nice mood. Anyway. Game 4. Ponda has a shot, but we'll see if they even have morale at this point. That was a little bit crushing. You're going to run 4 MLEs, 2 and 5Bs of 50M standard tanks. In fact, lineups are identical other than 2 and 5Bs for super conks in terms of the two teams. But let's go ahead, see if Ponda is able to clutch it up somehow. Or will Joker get a 4-0 dominant win? It would be fun to see Bushka come back. I agree. He had great energy. Was very good at keeping people entertained. I loved streaming with Bushka. It was a lot of fun. It was also really cool streaming with Bushka because he was one of my idols to make me like try to get better at the game when I first started. Because I used to be a sub 50% player for a few thousand games, and then I realized like, wait, I can watch this content and actually like get better. And so being able to like come full circle and have a stream with him was really, really cool. Anyway, game 4 here. Reaction playing forward on C. He's going to find Light Messi. They're going to trade. A little bit of a better roll there from Reaction. And Light's going to activate the Adrenaline to try to sneak the extra shot and doesn't get it though. But in terms of the rest of the tanks, Ponda has committed more heavily to C. Joker kind of doing something similar again where they kind of go through B, have a tank to pinch in through A. But Milo does find Steven there, so that could be an interesting 1v1 for Milo to just kind of chase down the 2 and 5B and be a little bit of harassment. But Joker's wasting no time in pushing directly through into the C base, and yet Milo does find Steven. Misses his opening shot though, not a big deal. Javi getting bled out a little bit here, so we're going to see slight HP advantage Ponda. And Group getting hit pretty hard here, peeking into several Ponda tanks. But nice interesting thing about this push is they're trying to keep themselves grouped up pretty close together, make it difficult for Ponda to shoot any one particular tank. So Reaction's barely going to be able to survive here. Pathloopy going to try to hunt him down. Please at least redeem yourself and get the kill in Reaction now. Okay, he did get the kill in Reaction now, so a little bit of redemption there from last game, but it's not over yet. Of course, Ponda does have the advantage right now. They have an extra gun. Steel does get the kill on Pac-Man though, so it's currently 5 tanks to 5. Skips is somehow alive on 2 HP. Kami's trying to go for the ram there, but I believe Javi's sneaking in that kill shot, so tank advantage back in Joker's favor, but Ponda still has the HP. Paflupi's in a very unfortunate position though, so Joker's got some reasonable positioning here, kind of surrounding Ranger a bit. Javi not going to push Ranger, instead trying to go around for the kill on Paflupi. That'll kind of put him out of the game for just a moment here. Ponda's equalized the guns 4-4. They still have the HP advantage. I just noticed Steven and Milo still doing their one-on-one. This is probably important to watch at this point. The question is, will Steven be able to out-reload Milo here? I don't think so. I think he might have waited a little bit too long to put that last shot in. Milo should have this kill. That's big. Joker again with the gun lead in the endgame, despite lacking on the HP a bit. Javi's pushing in for Paflupi here. And Steel's going to come in from the other side. They're going to sandwich Paflupi out. He's going to go down. The question is, what can Arctic and Ranger do here? They don't have a clear push on Kami. They have to make something happen. But Ranger seems to be tracked. He can't move. Arctic's got all the HP. He has to do something. But Joker have brought the HP back at this point. There's no advantage left for Ponda, and unfortunately, I think this might be the end of their... yep. Down goes Ranger, and it is Arctic left alone against 4. Joker saying GG's. It was an entertaining set. I'm sure it's pretty disappointing for Ponda to go down in this fashion, but they're still being good sports about it. Skip saying GG's. Ponda's always a good group to watch. I'll always enjoy having them around. A little Imrek and Javi to end the set there, but unfortunately it was a little bit too late for that. And Joker will clean sweep Ponda 4-0 there. Very, very nice stuff from Joker. They played quite well. Of course, highlight reaction game 3. I didn't give him the crown. I should have given him the crown. I absolutely would have, but I was just too, I guess, too flabbergasted by the result to kind of do anything there. But that was insane. Wow. Yeah, what a game. What a set overall. But that's that, guys. Yeah, that's tough. Yaro in the chat, that's hilarious. Top 3 throws of all time, that's tough. Hey Yar, I hope you're doing well, man. I heard about what happened. Hope you're hanging in there, dude. I wish you luck with whatever you're going through right now, dude. But yeah, guys, that's that. We can go ahead and I guess show the bracket, but I mean, really the only thing left to say is we're back with another Joker versus Origin set for Grand Finals, you know. The two Titans of NA back yet again in Grand Finals. Yesterday's set, while it was a nice bit of an introduction to how these two teams are going to look today, ultimately it meant nothing because they're back against each other again in the Grand Finals anyway. But we can go ahead and quickly share the screen. Just see the bracket here. Joker 4-0 over Ponda. That's got to be tough for Ponda, unfortunately. Because they were pretty confident heading into the set, and I was very happy to see that. But Joker, you know, they're not messing around today. So we'll see what they can do against Origin. Origin, of course, has had time to study the stream, kind of see what Joker's doing. I don't know if there's any repeat maps, but that could be useful information for Origin. And they've had plenty of time to warm up if they are warming up, which I am sure they are. Of course, Joker, they still have plenty of time, you know. Since they finished this set so quickly against Ponda, they have like half an hour, 40 minutes, in fact, to warm up for the Grand Finals Origin set, which I would imagine is 10:05 Eastern, but I should confirm that. Don't want to get it wrong. This is the worst match to be wrong with the time. Okay, so 10:05 Eastern. For some reason, my PC is showing all the times in Central. My phone doesn't do that. I'm in the Eastern time zone. My computer, like in the bottom right where my test bar is, it's showing it in Eastern time zone. But these are always showing in Central. It's always confusing to me. I don't know. But yeah. Reading the chat, everyone's still watching that game 3. Yeah, that was incredible. Anyway, we can play a bit of Uprising. We probably have time for like almost 4 games, maybe more at this point. This is the last day of Uprising, Halloween Day. Tomorrow starts Skirmish, which I really like Skirmish. Skirmish is one of my favorite modes. So I will be playing a lot of Skirmish probably. When I have time, of course. I'm actually going on a vacation this weekend. So I'm gonna be away and not have time to stream everything. Well, I wasn't gonna stream in the first place, but won't have time to play the video game at all, in fact. So I will miss some of the Skirmish, but hopefully it's around long enough. 34 bro, I watch Nino and Cora still can improve. I wonder maybe I need to change streamers to watch. Cora and Nino are both great streamers to watch, but you know, if you always want to, you know, expand your, I guess, your streamer viewing list, you know, I would be welcome to have you back again sometime, but I would definitely not say change streamers, because Nino is a great streamer to watch, and I'm also very happy that Cora is starting up his channel again as well. I'm very excited to see how he does with his streams for Blitzmasters Legends 2 if he ends up streaming his POV for that. So that'll be good. Okay. Allow the Sheridan to kind of take that. Oh, I get marked. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm simply dead. I thought maybe the Sheridan would take the hits and I'd be able to make it up. Did not work. It did not work. It did not work at all. Papadopoulos, tournaments are getting boring. All the same clans. Yeah, well, what you should do, Papadopoulos, is you should make a team and spice it up, man. The reason it's the same clans every time is because they're the best and no one's able to beat them. So, you know, the only solution to that is to try to beat them yourself, right? Because no one else can do it. But if you are insistent on that opinion, then I think it's time for you to step up. I would be happy to see it. I would love to see other people compete with these teams, but at the moment, no one's doing it because no one can. Nobody can. But even then, right, it's not like the teams are the same every time, right? The Origin team changes every season. The Joker team changes every season. How did I get spotted there? How did I get... Oh, that's why. That's how I got spotted. Okay. That's understandable. I don't want him to shoot me again, but that may mean I get shot elsewhere. Unfortunate. Yeah, I'm not in a good position, guys. This is not a great game. I'm only half paying attention, and I ended up in a very bad position. Hopefully we're unspotted at this point and we can just leave. You know, to think about it, I don't think Ponda's won more than 2 total matches against Joker. Joker defeated Ponda defeated Joker top 8 last season, and the season before that, I believe. So at least twice. I don't know if those are the only 2 though. It's true they don't play that often, but it's definitely been at least twice. Like, I can think of 2 off the top of my head. Let's just play on this side, because clearly I'm not doing a good job on the other side. I haven't even used my ability yet. I'm getting rushed by this guy now. Forge. The Sheridan's a one-shot, so it makes sense that he's not trying to do anything over there. Can't put anything in there. Yeah. The Sheridan's not useful here. There we go. He puts one in. I'm happy. That's good. It's like, if the guy's looking at me, then you can shoot him, right? And it took him a little bit to figure that out, but he did end up doing it. Somehow our 183 made it up to the hill. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to cover the right side again. I'm going to play a lot less aggressive. Oh, shoot. That guy made it up. No, he rewinds back. Interesting. Okay, so there's the Sheridan. I was scared of someone pushing over on this side, and I was going to try to cover against it, which I will do now. That Sheridan has been a bit of a pain. I just don't know what to do in this game here. Sure, I did shoot the grill, and the grill moves in. I just get stuck again. I'm still not lit myself. Yeah, we're just gonna make our move. I don't care if I die. He was already reloaded. Fair enough. I just can't get myself useful this game, unfortunately. I love mines. If you're not in a hull down heavy tank, you can't do much. I will say it is really nice having invis on mines. Unfortunately, I do not. I got spotted. Who spotted me? Don't know. Their Kara was not left spawn the entire time. At least we can put in a little damage there. There we go. Unfortunately, our 183 is likely dead to nearest lightning blast, wherever it comes from. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do, unfortunately. At least we got that. That was nice. I guess we just keep playing here. I don't know. Fiction arrow. At some point I should. Can you just rewind that? No. I used my ability to get that kill. Okay, now I'm gonna hide because I do not want to get hit while this ability is active. Might as well skip forward and I let Joke and Origin play Grand Finals. Well, that's exactly what's happening in half an hour. That set starts in 30 minutes. Opinion on the server merge. You think NA comp will be affected? There's no way that they fight against the EU clans because time zones simply would not make that work, right? There's no way that they would force... I'm dead. Somehow he bounced that. There's no way they would force NA to play at EU times or EU to play at NA times, so... unfortunately... I shouldn't say unfortunately. Fortunately, I don't think anything will change there. I don't know any extra info about it. If I did, I probably couldn't say it, but that's just my speculation. Wait, we're winning now. Wait a sec. Someone was there. Who was that? Who was that? Who was that? I got spun. I'm backwards, that's right. Someone was right there. Was that their 183 or was that their Caro? Caro has Inferno. I'm scared of that. I just need to live. It's not the 183. I'm lit. How am I lit? Someone shot me. There's the Caro. Ah, he shot me through that crack. Okay, our grill threw his life away. I was gonna say risk it for the biscuit here. I have last gasp, so I survived the hit. Nice. Oh, and we killed the serve as well. Wait a sec. We killed both of them. We got the double kill there. There we go. As long as we don't lose 2 lives, we're good. Somehow. Please don't die. Why? Why? Is the 50B gonna kill himself too? Do I really have to get in here? Potentially save the day? Okay, thankfully he gets that kill. Now I run because the Caro was pushing mid. We're good. I thought that E4 just threw the game. We're good. I'll take it. I'll take it. There's no server merge. You just have merged login credentials with different servers. Yeah, I don't know the details. I never looked into it because I think it's a non-issue. I never really fully understood it, nor did I try to understand it. Don't expect NA players and APAC players to be mixed up 200 ping. Yeah, no, that would not be fun. So he's Paffy a lot in ranked. You can just see sometimes make sketchy plays that done well. There's two different Paffys here. There's the one in Origin, who's the original Paffy, and the one in Ponda, who is the replica. The one in Ponda, his name is Sherman. He's been one of the captains for Ponda for years. And he changed his name to Pafalupi, but instead of an L, there's an I. No, you only time it for this season. Matches for this season. Oh. Well, if you go by this season's been like 6 days of gameplay, so there's not a whole lot to go off of, unfortunately. This season's just like a micro season. Of course, well, technically it's 2 micro seasons in one, but really there's not a whole lot to go off. It looks like enemy team went heavy side, which I'm totally cool with. I'm gonna go chill behind these guys, I think. I like being able to just chill in the game mode and read chat. It's like I could be sweating the game mode out, or I can just chill and read chat and not worry too much about how well I'm playing. Because if I'm playing pubs, right, I know all of you guys like watching your sweaty pub streamers like Nino. Nothing wrong with that, but that's not me. I like being able to read chat the entire time, even during the game. Not particularly caring about performance, and game mode's really nice for that. Because I don't have to stress out about anything. Try the NA link, getting a blank screen. Make sure that you are logged in, make sure you accept cookies. Other than that, go to the official World of Tanks Blitz server to get support. This is unfortunately not the place for support, I'm sorry. So we nuked that super conk. That was nice. I don't care to do anything here, right? If their whole team, I guess my whole team's just gonna sit back and camp. I don't particularly care to get them through this. I'm not gonna be the one to sacrifice my life to move things forward. Other people can do that if they'd like to, but I would not. Let's get this guy out of visibility. And yeah, we'll just chill. If our team's not going to make any progress, we don't need to either. Totally fine with how it's going. 9-0 ping, not going to be an issue. They switched to Mars. Lol. Yeah, just nerf everyone to 300 ping, then it's fair for everyone, right? Never mind the fact that it just becomes worse for everyone, right? It's fair. That's big brain thinking. Yeah, I don't care to make any moves here, guys. I am not feeling it. I'll just chill. If I go back here, do I have better shots? Don't think I do. There we go. I have something. A little something. A little bit of a push from their team. Get him out of visibility, not quite. IS-7 play dead? It is play dead. Okay. I'm more than happy to help out just by removing play deads. Ooh, 62 uses his rewind. This could be an opportunity for me to just do something. But unfortunately, the I-7 is kind of spotting me up. And team is, again, they do not care to make any sort of forward progress here, so. They're not going to try to push him out. We'll aim wreck him then. That works for me. Totally okay with that. Stay away from the 62. Gonna fire next. Very cool. Did he use his rewind yet? Apparently not. It's extra damage, I guess. Track him again. Do we out reload? Probably not, but we'll try. We do. Nice. So we're actually being effective, as and we have 700 points now. Granted, half the game has passed, and that's probably why we've got most of our points, but still, we've actually been effective. So now I can, like, just die and get, like, abilities and stuff. And not care. I will be able to choose from whatever I want, because I will have over 700. So let's just go ahead and, bother the size 7. Oh, that's a 57. Never mind. We don't get to do that. It's fine. Inferno, Jagged, Rapid Fire. That's a big, incredible list of abilities. Myers and that is used in Bosnia. Dang. Sounds about right. Still expect to see these 3 clans dominate NA. Most likely. You say 2 clans, but I mean, Ponda's still very consistently top 4, so I wouldn't group them too far out of that. They have missed 1 top 4 in the past, like, 2, maybe 3 years, so I would still say that they are one of NA's dominant teams. They just don't happen to get the wins. Hoping that 57 to drive forward a little bit. Only at that, though. Yeah, that's right. You back up. You back up. Get him, Emily. Get him. Yeah! What's up, Minnow? I want to close the team list. That way I can see when I get this back. And, bang! Love that. That's fun. Count Ponda since they come in third a lot. I wouldn't always say they come in third, but they do very consistently make top 4. So I agree with you, Joshua. I 100% agree with you. Well, 90% agree with you. But, yes. They are very consistent. And I value that highly. Because usually the question on NA is who's going to be the 4th team to make top 4. Because there's no question about Joker and Origin. They don't lose to anyone else consistently. Really, the only team that would consistently beat Joker back in the day was Apex. Apex used to do very well historically against that team, but even then, like, that team doesn't exist. It's technically in a pincer now. Oh, I hope this guy doesn't look at me. But he might look at me now that I'm shooting him. Oh, do we have his roof still? Something else does. Cool. Despite this being as slow of a game as it was, we still made it work. Just we're playing a little bit patiently. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Someone on our team has 1,000 points, apparently. That's incredible. Not bad at all. But he got marked. I wish I shot a little bit faster. Too busy talking about him getting marked to actually shoot him while he was marked. There we go. Not a bad game. All regions merge. You think it'll change the game to 10v10 constantly? Again, gameplay, like matchmaking, is not going to change, Roy. Most likely, because they're not going to be putting NA players against EUs and Apex. It's just not going to work. Told me Waffle Fries. What's up, Stinky? How's it going, man? Long time. Hope you're well. Happy Halloween, brother. Just shy of 13k there on Forge. It is what it is. Sent a ticket. Yeah, good move, Ken. Hopefully they're able to help you out, because it is unfortunate. I know that you've been here, so hopefully that gets figured out. Will not change the game to 10v10 no matter how big the server is. Yeah, I hope not. The game is not designed for 10v10. It's just an extra phone mode. because, you know, you can do whatever you want in a fun mode. You can make it 20v20 as long as you have, like, the technical capacity to make it not lag. They could just do whatever they want in the game mode, and who cares, right? But once you change the standard mode in a way that it's not originally balanced for, that's when you can start running into issues, making people unhappy. Maps are too small. Yeah, exactly, Pickle. So the maps are made for 7v7. Ammo rack? Ah! Nope. Oh, this is unfortunate. We take that hit. I'm taking a lot of damage. Not what I want. You're telling me to fall back. Why don't you do something? You guys are all just sitting there. It's fine. I get pushed out by double mediums. I see 3 tanks back there. I think I'm fine. If I back up like that, they'll get shot. But nope, 50 TP, 92 E1, E4 useless. Unfortunately. It is what it is. But don't tell me to back up. I already backed up far enough for you to start shooting them. Okay. Aim rack? Damn. I'm so sad. I just want ammo racks. It's fine, spin me, get me in cover. Don't mind. Oh, IS-7's taking a big one. That was not worth it, my friend. This guy's smart in his armor usage, just sitting straight on, not angling, not backing up to the side or anything. Reasonably good V4 player. Good to know. Granted, he could just be turning his brain off and he'd do the same exact thing, but, like, presumably, like, an average player's instinct would be to back off, turn to the side, and get around the corner, which he didn't do, so, yeah. Okay, their KPZ's taking a hit, or taking a life. He's the only one who's died in their team. This guy's rotating all the way back around. He's got the same ability as me, except it's better. And yeah, he's trying to hunt me down. He's going wide. Oh, I tried to get around this rock. He's probably going to hit me for free. He's going to be like set up right there, and since I'm lit, unfortunate. I was trying to get back around here. So we're going to meet somewhere over here. And he has rewind, which really sucks, actually. I don't win the 1v1 at all. I was hoping to set up somewhere around there and farm, but he's countering me, which is smart. Need to gather all clans in the same country, organize tour. Yeah, have an offline, you know, good thought. If only Wargaming agreed with you. I wish they would. But they don't. They do not care to do anything like that. Because it costs them money and they don't see a benefit. I don't know what to do, because I do not want to push into that KPZ 50T, because I can't win that 1v1. Because all he has to do is just herder W key me and I lose. He's all the way back there. Alright. So he's gonna have free farms on us. I have to challenge him, don't I? I do have to challenge him. Where is he? There's no way he's shooting me from that direction. I don't know. Something must have been wrong about where he was marking me from. But he's absolutely farming the rear of my team, so I do need to challenge him. I just can't win the 1v1. So it's really annoying. This tank is supposed to be like a long-range chipper in this mode, right? If I can use battle trance to shoot at a distance, that's how this tank will succeed. But unfortunately, I'm not being allowed to do that. The rewind. Okay, thankfully, since he's shooting this other guy, I can farm him. And yeah, very good. So that's nice. Thankfully I had some help there. And now I can use my distance a little bit more nicely here. Please don't shoot me while this is active. Thank you. He is backing to the side now. Okay, and I'm unspotted because my ability went away a little bit quicker. He's dead. Good. Like Sem's here now. This game's lost, unfortunately. My team has not been able to hold on to the left side at all. The second I drive out here, I'm probably just getting nuked by the XM. Did I see he had Inferno? I didn't see it. Their KPZ's out of lives. That's pretty big, actually. Oh, they have multiple tanks over here. Oh yeah, I'm just dead now. I overextended. And they have a tank in the cap. So I take the shot. Does he have ramming? He just has ramming, doesn't he? Yeah, I'm dead. Rip. We're outmatched. What's up, Russian disaster? Long time. 7-11. Yeah, this is not going to be an easy win. I think at this point I just have to take this side of the map. Cut our losses over there because my team's here. And even though my team has been incompetent in holding this side, it's the only thing we have. So gonna have to make use of it. However I can. And I think I will do that with this bush. Who's that? Ooh, 62. Yeah, we lose. 62's behind us. He has rewind as well, so if I nuke him here, which I do, he just rewinds it. Does not matter. That's big, though. Oh, we got spun. 420. What's that? Oh, that's him. Wish I didn't take that. Wish it was 1 second later, because then I would have only taken like half that damage. Why is my team not able to shoot this player? 2v1s. Of course, they've all backed out. Look, it's fine. No worries. We got 10 minutes until the next set. I'm not going to have time to play another game. Part of the issue in A comp is that most teams, even ones in top 8, 16, etc., have their own groups of people. Trying to get in, especially with no comp experience, is difficult, which has been the case for you. Tried out for GG Dash a couple months ago. Turn screen, they canceled all plans for comp. A lot of it is who you know. I won't lie, Breeze. You are correct in that. So some of it is making the right friends. You're not wrong at all. So I would say the best way to get into it, right, is maybe join the Scrim server, or not the Scrim server. Yeah, the Scrim server, and make friends there. Find a team potentially through that. I don't know. Just get yourself involved, get your name out there, and then try to make friends that way. But also, yeah, a lot of it is who you know, unfortunately. But I think the main reason that NA comp is dead is because we just don't have enough players that want to lead teams. NA's mentality when it comes to comp has always been, I'm too lazy to make a team, I want to join a team. In fact, Apex had this issue. Well, for one, the Pincer team that's playing in Pincer now, they were going to play in Apex, they wanted to play in Pincer, so we let them do that. But also, we had like 12, 13 players that were interested in playing competitive this season. And none of them wanted to lead a team. I asked around, I was like, yo, who wants to lead a team? Any of you guys want to lead a team? Asked around, nobody. So we have no one who wants to lead a team, but everyone who wants to play, right? So we couldn't make a team with no one leading it. So I ended up just letting everyone leave and join their own teams that they wanted to join with other friends, which they did. But we did not make a team because no one wanted to make a team. I think that's the main issue. Wish we could see NA versus EU. Caracal, it would be fun. There are like informal scrims between those teams. In some of the bigger seasons, they give the teams press accounts to play against other servers. NA has actually been doing very, very well in those. Apparently last season, NA was either beating or tying every team they played on EU, and maybe not APAC, I forget. I think some APAC teams did pretty well against NA. But I know for NA versus EU, pretty much every NA team in top 4 was doing equal or better than the EU teams in those scrims. On both pings as well, both on NA ping and on EU ping. And I know Origin, Joker, and Panda all have strat scores, or not strat scores, scrim scores to back that up. I have seen some of them. Not give a fuck and just ruin the game for an also Giga 34 mod W pickle. So we can just go to just chatting. Don't need to see the game anymore. Haven't played Blitz in a while. Higher pubs. I don't play pubs pretty much at all. I just play game modes. I don't like the current meta in terms of pubs, so I don't play it. I'm just a game mode fiend at this point. I like playing casually. I don't like sweating. Is meme and VC now being a dipshit in the Caliban. I like the sassafras mentality. That is another thing about it as well, which is it's easier to play casual in game mode because of that. Anyways, guys, we got 2 minutes until we get our invite for Grand Finals. Joker Origin. Did I do the prediction? I should make sure that the prediction's all good. I never checked that. Shoot. How's the prediction? Also, I just saw a sub from Major Annoyance. Thank you for the sub, man. I missed it. I keep them muted. Of course, because of the, what is it? Just the, you know, the sound will be distracting during a game. But, man, appreciate the sub. You've been very generous this season, and I greatly appreciate it, man. Very kind of you. Looks like someone already did the prediction. Okay, thank you, Pickle, for doing that. 98% of points on Joker, only 2% on Origin. That's pretty crazy to me, guys. Origin won the last set, if you guys forgot that already. Origin beat Joker previously. But 98% of points are on Joker. Actually, no, it just looks like it's one person betting on each side. Twitch is kind of dead at this point, guys. The channel points are dead. There's only one person voting on either side. I'm actually curious. Yeah, one person spent 41.4k on Joker. One person put 1k in Origin. Breeze, if you win that prediction, oh my goodness, you just get all those free points. That is crazy. NA comp lost a lot of momentum since Clan Family stopped supporting multiple teams. That's... Well, Sneaky, that's kind of the same issue, right? Clan Family stopped supporting multiple teams. That means that you have to have a clan family with multiple people that are willing to lead teams. Right? Like, Pincer had their team that I thought was going to come and join Apex. They ended up going to Pincer. So we had the chance to field a team in Apex of our own. But we didn't have another person who wanted to lead a team. So... it's the same issue, right? Just in a different disguise, right? Like, yes, you can point to clan families like MM and JJ. They're fielding multiple teams. They're not both succeeding at the highest level, but they are. You had Pramo and Purple where there were multiple team captains, but the high-level player base is only getting smaller. The high-level player base has not been growing at all. It's been shrinking since the game came out. Because Wargaming has never catered to the high-level players. And every time they did, they removed that slowly, like, after time. Like the original events where the experienced players can trade in all of their currency for, like, rewards and stuff, you know? I forget what they were called. The Galactic Riches events, you know? Those used to be something that you could only, like, really spec into if you're an experienced player that had a lot of resources. But now... it's something that you can just pay your way through, so it's not something that favors players anymore. It doesn't favor you know, old players. There's nothing that favors skilled players anymore. Everything just goes in the direction of paying through it, unfortunately. Anyway, enough about that rant. You know, I can always talk about things that I've liked less and less about this game over time, but I'm still here, right? I'm still playing the game. I still enjoyed it enough to stick around, so I can complain, but I can't complain too much. But regardless, let's focus, guys. We are on Grand Finals now. We can go ahead and show the training room as it is all ready to go. Origin and Joker are here, and I was actually incorrect, guys. So I was told that EU was a best of 7 in grand finals for some reason. I asked if that was true. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Is that true? And they said yes. But apparently, this is a best of 9. So we are back to best of 9 grand finals. So that's good. I'm happy about that. I'm confused why I was lied to about EU being best of 7, unless for some reason EU was best of 7 and NA was best of 9, which is so confusing to me. But, best of 9 for grand finals. I'm happy about it. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if it's the same map twice and then another map twice, or if it's 9 different maps. I don't know, but we'll find out, guys. We're on Middleburg for game 1 and presumably game 2. Origin on the left, they are the team that made the grand finals from the upper side. They defeated Joker yesterday. Amazing set again. If you haven't watched it, I know the rewards are active right now. You can't necessarily exit the stream, but whenever you have time to watch that back, you should. It was an amazing set. It was incredible to watch. A lot of fun moments, and game 7 was incredibly close. Obviously, spoiler alert, right? We know that Origin won, but Joker was at 995 cap points at the end. I will say that. They were at 995. They were 1 tick away from winning. And in fact, the only thing that saved Origin was an incredible kill shot that I actually didn't get to capture on camera because I didn't see that as a potential kill. Paflupi was circling around a hill to chase a 2 and 5B and put in a crazy snapshot to get the kill, which I saw the clip of afterwards from Paflupi from his POV, but was not able to capture it on the camera just because there was so much going on every side of the map that, it is impossible to find where the kill was going to happen. But Origin had a great set there. Joker, of course, played well. They had a big lead, but then they dropped it in the end. Today, we'll see if they're messing around or not. Of course, Joker, they're the defending champions of last season, right? And even though they have lost to Origin a few times in the past, grand finals, they usually clean up their act. We have seen them get swept in grand finals once, but usually Joker is a completely different beast in grand finals because they don't usually have perfect seasons. Origin tends to have a lot more perfect seasons than Joker does leading up to top 4, and then Joker usually cleans up their act. We'll see what happens today, guys. We'll open up with game number 1. 15 seconds left until it starts. No light tanks for either team this game, just MLEs and British heavies. So we'll see how it goes, guys. Let's go ahead and introduce Middleburg here. Game number 1. Alright, guys, let's get it. Is the video gonna stop? Hello? I can't listen to the music anymore because it's copyrighted, so I can't hear when it's gonna end, so I don't actually know. But anyway, focus on the game. Both teams going for blind fires. None connect, though. Of course, a new feature of the game within the past year or two is that tanks are reloaded at the start, so you can go for blind fires and stuff like this. So both teams can probably guess that, since all those blind fires went through, both teams are sending tanks up top. However, Origin is completely going up top. All 7 of their tanks are here. All 7 heavies. Joker's a little bit more split. They've got Javi all the way down at the bottom, kind of holding down the bottom side. Also Steel as well. But the rest of Joker is up top, but if Origin recognizes for just a moment that Joker's got a tank down low, like if Javi steps A here in just a moment, which he might, this just looks like a YOLO from Origin. That's what I would be doing if I were them. And Javi steps A. Are we going to see it, though? Nameless is driving forward. Not quite. A little bit of nuance here. Looks like they're actually driving tanks. Oh, they're driving around. No, they are still going for a YOLO here. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I wouldn't even question that. I was confused where they were going, but no, it's just a YOLO. They see Javi there. Steel is still pretty far down low, but looks like Reaction is going to be the initial focus fire target for Origin. Now, Joker has a defense set up. They're actually going to nuke Dizzy. He pushes all the way across, though. YN Season should be able to help farm him out. And Reaction needs to put in a shot. He does. Actually allows Joker to get the first kill there. And Javi's back in the fight in no time. So even though Origin had the initiative, didn't really count Joker out for too long. So it's just a straight up brawl at this point. HP is even. Guns are even. both teams kind of have a bit of a surrounding position on some of the players. Like Panzer's in the center, he's an easy focus fire target. Core is kind of in the center, he's a focus fire target. Hobby's looking more at 774 Nameless to go for that kill instead. But in the meantime, it's a 5v5 at the moment. Things are still pretty even in terms of hit points, still within a few hundred of each other. But Nameless is about to go down. YN Season will be picked off by Playmaker. Hobby's quite low, Le Camino is pretty low. And Joker doesn't have a clear kill here. Tunnel's going to 1v1 Playmaker. He's going to win that. But they're also going to lose Hobby. That's a 4v3 advantage Origin here. Despite not having the hit points, because Steel has all the hit points on the Joker team. Paffy circling around Le Camino. He's able to put in that shot. Tunnel gets the kill there. And Joker actually should be able to farm ZQT Storm. Ooh, Paffy missing the kill on Le Camino. That's costly. It's not going to be easy for them to kill Le Camino at this point. It's a 3v3, but Le Camino's safe. Might actually survive the hit with reactive. Yeah, he does. And Pafloopy missing that kill shot might have unfortunately lost Origin that game there, as it would have been a 3-on-2 on this side of the map. Of course, ZQT Storm does end up getting the kill, but now it's a 2v1. Yario can't hold it. Granted, Joker still had the HP either way, if Pafloopy got that kill or not, so I don't know if that was the deciding bounce, unfortunately. But either way, that sealed the nail in the coffin there for Origin. And Joker do take game 1. I was concerned. I wasn't sure how fast they'd be able to get their tanks back up in time, but that was not an issue. And in fact, they got the kill first. So good opening from Joker there, kind of clutching it up a little bit. Le Camino able to stay alive a little bit longer than expected. Very nicely done. And a strong game 1 from Tunnel, 5.2k, man. You let those 2 and 5B guns sing, and you will be rewarded for it. Absolutely. Absolutely. So strong game 1 from Joker. Origin had good initiative, just couldn't convert. We'll move on to game 2. Also Middleburg, so it looks like we're going to be seeing repeat maps in Grand Finals. Not surprising. Usually when the stream is like an official broadcast, that's when you see the maps one at a time. But I don't know, Wargaming changes things up so often, it's just very difficult for me to say for sure. Anyway, sorry, I was just reading the chat. It's a little bit confusing. We'll move on to game 2. Don't worry about the chat. I shouldn't be focusing on it anyway. Looks like lots of Emily's as usual, but we're seeing T100 for Joker, so they're going to run a light tank this time around. Joker with a south spawn. Origin still no light tank. They bring in a Chieftain, so we've been seeing a lot of the British heavy tanks this season, but it's really only been the Super Conk and the 2 and 5B. Chieftain we've still seen it, but a lot less. It's got the Hesh, which is really nice for farming out the side of a tank, but the 2 and 5Bs is usually enough, so curious why the Chieftain's being used here. Of course, it has the Hesh and the tungsten shell, which improves its gun output much better, but the Chieftain's going to struggle a lot with the front of an MLE. Won't have gold and will be forced to use, standard shells to pen it frontally, which, the MLE's armor isn't so thick that it's completely impervious to standard shells, but it increases the chance of bounce. So we'll see if Origin can stir up a crazy enough brawl to be able to use Playmaker's tank in a farming position. More blind fires. Reaction, interestingly, not going for early spots in the T100. He's going to be driving directly down into the town, as are most of Joker's tanks here, actually. They will keep 3 up top, though. Le Camino and the double 2 and 5Bs, actually, as well. So Le Camino's taking an aggressive opening position here to get spots. Maybe just taking the guess that no one from Origin spawns up top. Which somehow, yeah, no one from Origin spawned up top, but Le Camino did. So, pretty interesting. But good information for the Origin team. They may just YOLO Le Camino here again. Joker does have support on him, though, and the question is if Joker can bring the rest of their tanks up in time or what. But yep, spotting the entire push here. That's 4 tanks lit from Origin. They're just W-king into C. That's 5 tanks lit from Origin. Yarrow and Playmaker still not spotted, but, I mean, you can guess. that they are all together. They haven't grabbed A or anything. And it looks like Joker making quick rotations up. Reaction in the light tank has time to grab A, but Steel, Tunnel, Javi are all moving back. And this time Origin are much more careful. They're not going to directly YOLO for the first tank they see, like Camino here. And in fact, he's been able to sneak a couple shots into Dizzy here. He's put in at least one. Maybe one of them was YN Season or Panzer. Again, YN Season is Krish. But incredible bleeds from Joker. They're actually doing a really nice job here just putting bleeds in. They've made back the HP deficit that they had by running a light tank. And Reaction just playing in the back right now, not overcommitting, right? If you get a little bit too close, very easy for Origin to just turn on him. But ooh, Panzer crossing a little bit takes some damage there. That's going to lose all of the all the HP advantage that Joker had. Reaction also gets spotted, so he's going to run. Playing passive. Doesn't get blind fired there. I was looking for that from Yarrow. It seems like Yarrow's playing again, by the way. I didn't point that out, but I did notice it. Yarrow is playing again. He wasn't playing for most of this tournament. But it looks like Origin is going to go in for their push here. They are having no fear. Javi ended up getting nuked in the center. I didn't quite notice that. But they're going to go for Javi and Steel. And ZQT Storm pushing all the way across for Panzer. Surprised that Joker's not trying to keep Panzer alive a lot better than that. But Pafloopy's going to help that as well. Maybe Joker's going to cut their losses. They've actually got good counter pushes. Or counter damage into Korra and Dizzy themselves here. But looking in the corner, down goes Panzer. Lake Kumino should be an easy second target for Origin. No, they're going to be looking at YN Season. They really want to kill those 2 and 5Bs. Yeah, they don't even care about the lower HP tank. They're just going to go for the 2 and 5B. Anyway, Reaction looks like he's getting bled out long range. He did get the kill over on Korra, though. Pafloopy's going to get focused out by 3 Joker tanks. Origin has to start making cap plays, though. They're going to send Playmaker all the way over to A, also to chase down Reaction, who is now stuck at this point. He's not going to be getting himself out of this. Playmaker's got him completely pinned. And Origin do have an advantage in the endgame here. They've got tanks, they've got hit points, they've got guns. They just need to stop all the bases, and it looks like they are going to set a tank into B, but wait! I didn't think that Joker had a kill there. They do get a kill, and it didn't matter. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. Clearly I'm lacking here. I didn't see Joker hit 960, and a kill did it, because Origin was about to stop all the bases. But Joker got a kill anyway. ZQT Storm getting picked by the 3 Joker tanks left alive. Wow. That worked out nicely, I have to say. If they got that kill... Well, I guess not if they got that kill any later, no. If Origin had stopped the bases any earlier, that would not have done anything. But unfortunately, they weren't able to. Wow. I thought Origin had that. I didn't see that Joker was at 960. Wow. Incredible. I missed that. I completely missed that. I won't lie. Dunscap on 34, guys. I thought Origin were poised to tie it up, but no. Joker takes a 2-0 lead here. Moving on to Yukon for games 3 and 4. Yeah, I got confused for a second. I was like, wait a second. Caps? I thought Origin stopped them all. Oh. Yeah. Why am I seeing so many Amexes? They're fast, they're durable, and they have reactive. So they're even more durable because of that. Anyway, game 3. Mouse for Joker. I have seen some Mouse play on a couple maps. This is one of them. Yukon. T100 LT for Origin, T100 and Vickers for Joker. We have seen these 2 teams play on Yukon previously. Was this... I think Origin won both of these games, right? This was the 3rd map of the set yesterday, and Origin won both games on Yukon. They're going to look to do the same thing this time around, but it's not going to be easy. Joker's not running their many 50Ms that they've been sending to the corner, because Panzer and Reaction would usually YOLO corner, and Origin was actually really good at setting up those nukes and preventing them from doing that without taking a ton of damage. So... yeah, I have to think about that. I swear Origin won both of these games on this map, right? I'm trying to remember. Again, my memory, guys, has been really bad. My my sickness is what I'm gonna blame it on. I'm coping. I am coping, guys. I'm actually just gonna go back and check just for a sanity check here, guys. So we will watch the opening game from whose perspective? Whose would be a good one? I would pick Dizzy. Let's see what Dizzy does. while I go and confirm this. Yeah, so Origin won both games on Yukon. I'm not crazy. Anyway. We got an interesting strat here from Origin, because I'm seeing Dizzy move. I'm seeing no one else move. So we're going to see 2 caps here quickly from Origin. They're going to take A and C. Joker takes B, nothing in D, but they do go for a quick cross with Crocodile Steel there. But look at this. They got a self-booster, not a self-boost, a boost going on here. They boosted Playmaker all the way up with those MLEs. Yesterday we saw Joker go for a boost. Today it is Origin. They've got a Chieftain up in a very interesting position. Both teams have capped 2 bases. It is Origin with the lead, though. Joker's going to have to make a play. But if they make a play through Origin spawn, they're going to run into some problems here. Steel could absolutely get nuked if he overextends. And right now, Joker and Origin, they really don't have any information to work with, so very risky to make a play like that. Joker has 2 lights. They're going to move reaction up towards A, try to see anything. Dizzy's there for Origin, though, so they'll probably detect each other similarly. I don't know which tank has more view range between the T100 and the Vickers. I know I just learned my lesson that the 132-1 has the most right now. 280 versus 260 in the T100, but I just don't know what the Vickers number is. But what do you do now if you are Joker? Right, because Origin has the cap lead. You have to make a play somewhere. Obviously, they don't know that Playmaker's in the position that he's in, so if they very well could try to push through Origin's own spawn. We saw it happen previously where Joker could push right through the center, and Origin had a big setup over here, so they might be averse to doing that this time. But who knows, you know, it's a completely different strat for both teams, so they might not think that, you know, Origin's not going to do the same thing twice, surely, right? Technically, they'd be correct, but Origin has a different type of trap set up in their own spawn this time around. Still waiting. The thing about these 4-cap maps is they only tick up by 3, so they're slower than a 3-cap base where they tick up by 5 each. So if a team has 2 bases, they tick up by 10. Right now it's only ticking up by 6. Core does get spotted, so there's some information. Reaction getting that little spot there. You definitely don't want to shoot if you are Reaction, though. Don't want to get yourself spotted in this awkward position where Core could easily fly right back. But 700 points now, and what is Origin, or what is Joker's move? Looks like they're pulling away from base C. They are not going to be doing anything with that Chieftain in that corner. So unfortunately for Origin, they're not going to run into that. But Javi is going to go for a quick push into the C base here. Looks like Reaction actually taking the first hit. But yeah, where's Javi? Javi driving directly into C. He just wants to stop the base long enough for Joker to take the cap lead back. The rest of Joker is going to push into A. Origin has a very nice setup on A, though, and Steel actually going to go down very quickly in that T100 LT. ZQT is going to push through. Pafloopy is going to push through. They're going to get that kill rather quickly here. So the question is, what can Joker execute elsewhere? 922 for Origin. And Javi's actually about to go down as well. That's going to be 970 now for Origin. Joker needs to make something happen, but they're down 3k HP. They're losing group. They don't have a very easy kill here other than Nameless. But that's still 950 for Origin here. D-Base is actually being stopped by Playmaker all the way over there, so that's just nail in the coffin at this point. Yeah, 992. Group goes down. And Origin will equalize here. Unfortunately for Origin, they didn't quite get their boost to work. Didn't do anything. They still win the game, though. Joker didn't push in time. And the light tank crossing over to A ended up getting nuked. That's exactly where Origin had most of the tanks set up. So Joker just kind of sent their light tank right in to die. Joker did not accompany their mouse well enough for him to soak the hits and allow Joker to get another kill. It took a while for them to pick up Nameless over there. And Core as well, I suppose. But too little too late, right? So Origin are on the board here. Clearly Yukon's their map. They have now won the past 3 games on Yukon against Joker. And if they win this next one, it'll be a clean Yukon sweep for Origin, which would be very impressive, but also put them right back into the set, tying it up 2-2. Which I would love to see, you know, I always love seeing a close set. Should have bet all 306k of your points. Yeah, nice. One fact of the boost spot, the RU can go up without any help. Oh, really? That is interesting. I didn't know that. Caracal, if you have a replay of that, I would love to see it. I don't know if you're in my Discord, but I would be very curious to see how an RU can climb that boost spot by himself. I have never seen that happen. It's a challenging boost, even to put like one tank up there with a bunch pushing it. So the fact that a tank can do it by itself is nothing short of impressive. Anyway, we move on. Game 4. No light tank for Origin. Again, or not again. Sorry, they had one last game. But Joker does have a T100 and a 50M, so they've got plenty of mobility here. Interesting, looks like they've sat Panzer out for this game. It is going to be, is that Steel on the 50M? Yeah, Steel. Here we go, guys. Game number 4. Back. And here we are. What is the opening play? Joker really likes taking the D corner off the rip, but looks like they are not doing that this time. Hard A, B, or AC push from Joker. Origin similar. They're going to be going A, B. So we might just see a little bit of fireworks in this battle. Reaction quickly grabbing C, but still not enough to beat out the B cap. B is a lot closer to the north spawn than C is to south. So usually if you are in the north spawn and you beeline it directly to your base, you're going to get the cap lead. And Cora's going to quickly step A. Now Joker is pretty well set up over here. Are they going to be playing patiently and waiting to see if Origin overextends over here? Maybe setting up a little bit of a trap, trying to make Origin think that they're not here. And if Reaction steps on D, that would only even further make Origin think that Joker's got another CD setup going. But nope, Cora is spotted. He spots Steel all the way in the back in that 50M. So that might give Origin the idea that something's up here. Yeah, no, Javi gets spotted. The shots do end up coming in. Cora takes one. But the gig is up. Joker is spotted in the corner. Origin knows something's going on there, but the beauty of it is Origin doesn't have to do anything. They've got the cap lead. They still have an extra base as well, so the cap differential is only going to grow. Also a sneaky position here from Playmaker if Joker tries to push through. Origin really likes setting Playmaker up as a trapper on this map, clearly. And I like it. The tricky tactics here, very beautiful. Joker will eventually grab D, so the cap bleed has been stopped, but you're still 80-something points down. They have to make a play. They don't really look like they are intent on moving anytime soon, though. Obviously, they want to let it tick up a little bit more, but last game they waited a little just too long, so will they make that same mistake again? Guess we will see. Or gets lit again, but he spots two of Joker's own tanks, both the 2 and 5Bs being lit. Yeah, that's good info for Origin. And I know there's a lot of awkward like silences in this game. That's because nothing's happening right now. No teams are even rotating particularly. I mean, I guess Joker's starting to move up a little bit on A, but not really. Okay, here they go. Milo, Kami group are all moving forward, but Cora spots it. That's good. He pokes at the right time. Spots the 2 and 5Bs driving forward. Good information. Also, Nameless getting blood a little bit there. Took a couple hits. Joker hasn't taken damage yet. Origin is going to back out of A. Joker will take it. And how do you counter as Origin now? Playmaker does get lit actually all the way by Reaction over there. So his trap has been kind of caught. Cora bleeding a little bit here. He's continuing to back up, and Origin's going to counter by trying to wrap Joker. I like the play. Dizzy, Nameless trying to wrap Joker. However, Steel all the way back there continuing to bleed Nameless, who misses the shot. And Joker just pushes forward here. They've got ZQT, Cora, Paffy, and Yarrow, but Reaction has rear shots on Yarrow to kind of bother that tank. That's really interesting. They've got like a nuisance on Yarrow, distracting him and allowing Joker to go for the quick kill on Cora, because Yarrow's too busy looking elsewhere to help out. So good kill there. They're going to have ZQT next. And Lekumino, who was the focus fire for Origin, has been able to hide himself. Javi may actually be able to hide as well. I think Yarrow will end up picking that one up. He's just going to ignore the Blight tank farming him in the rear, but Reaction's a really good nuisance right now for that. Steel also still bothering Nameless. Dizzy full HP MLE, but forced to sit in the C base to stop the caps from bleeding. And unfortunately, that's a lot of HP from Origin kind of being wasted right now as Joker picks up yet another kill. They'll have Playmaker in a moment too. Lekumino, who's still alive, by the way. Reaction, who basically farmed the entirety of Yarrow. And Joker just, like, inserted themselves perfectly into that, stopping Origin from sweeping them on Yukon. I really like that. They had tanks in the perfect positions, right? So they started pushing forward on A, but they predicted that Yarrow would be camping to try to support, so Reaction just kind of bothered him and prevented Yarrow from being super effective. He still did top damage, but he couldn't stop the push. And then they also had Steel to kind of bother 774 Nameless, who was not able to do that much that game either. And that forced Origin to put a full health Emily in the C base, and he just wasn't able to get in the fight. So very, very nice tactics there by Joker. Very creative, very good to see, and it worked out pretty much perfectly for them. I think I broke that one down pretty much how they intended it. Very, very impressive prediction from Joker that Origin would have that 2 and 5 be there, and so putting Reaction in that position is really nice. Anyway, minute until game number 5. It is 3-1 Joker, but we saw Joker take a 3-1 lead last set, and Origin still won it, so they're not out of it. They're absolutely not out of it. So we'll see what the lineups are for Oasis. Looks like double T100 for Origin. Joker running 1 and a 50M. Panzer's back in the game. 4 MLEs for Origin, only 2 for Joker. They're going to be rocking a bunch of British heavies, only 1 for Origin. Cool lineups. Anyway, I guess not much else to say. We don't really have to wait for the countdown to reach 0 before we do the intro, so screw it, guys. We're going to do the intro. Also, thank you for the info in the chat. So both the Vickers and T100 have the same base view range. Of course, I know that the T100 has better camo, so it might slightly outspot the Vickers there, just because of that. Beaver saying 34, if a T100 has camo net and is set, it'll outspot a Vickers moving. Yeah, it makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised. T100's camo is excellent because of how low profile it is. Okay, I want to see what Origin's doing with their T100s here. 2 of them. Blind fires are going in. Nothing connects. This is another one of those maps where you can blind fire pretty quickly. In fact, this is one of only a couple of maps where you can just shoot straight from spawn in theory. Anyway, looks like we're about to make contact. Dizzy, Reaction, Panzer, Cora all spotting each other. A few shots are traded. Dizzy taking a little bit of damage. Panzer's taking 2 hits though, so Origin's got the opening bleeds. A third goes into Panzer. He was not in a good position to be spotted there. So he's already on half HP. Unfortunate bleeding from Panzer to open up. Game number 5. Very nicely done from Cora there, putting in those shots. Ooh, and Reaction getting blind fired there. He's on half HP as well. Origin is on point right now. They've got very good punishes. Both the light and the 50M on half HP. That's huge, right? You don't want your low HP tanks to be the ones tanking all the hits in the start. So that is an excellent advantage for Origin now. They're actually pulling both of their T100s out and towards A, which is interesting. Javi driving forward onto B, but spotting Yaron's ZQT Storm, he has to stop. Joker's going to rotate towards A as well, though. Back up a little bit. Here's 250M, but again, they are on 1000 HP. They are 3 shots. They have to play extremely carefully. Reaction's actually a 2 shot for MLEs. It looks like Origin may be pushing a little bit too far forward here. ZQT Storm is not in a good position. He pushed forward too far. Steel has his side. Joker has Tunnel in Kami to shoot him in the front. This tank is just much too tall to use this rock, so definitely an overextension from Origin. And that's actually going to give Joker the HP back. Origin will use this as initiative to make a move, though. Dizzy, excuse me, and Core in the T100 is going to be starting to make a move of their own. Reaction's here to help out with it. But down goes ZQT Storm, down goes Javi, so it's pretty even. Slightly advantaged Origin on HP, but they lose Nameless, so they're down an extra tank. But Yarrow and Playmaker might have Tunnel here on the right side, but Panzer pushing Dizzy there. 50M is such a good counter to the T100 if you can make it work. They're going to pick him off no problem. Core is going to try to help out with Panzer, though. But Dizzy falls first. Core looking for the kill on reaction. But Panzer's going to cause him problems. In the meantime, Yarrow does pick up the kill over in this corner. Now Steel's in a bit of a 2v1 scenario, but Core does pick up Panzer there. I thought maybe Panzer could clutch up with his armor, but not able to do so. YN Seasons 1v1ing Pafalupi here. Yarrow does get picked by Le Cumino. There's just so much going on both sides of the map, it's impossible to see it all at once. Origin's just going to try to put it all into YN Season, who backs up so far that Playmaker has the shot here. Gets the kill, gives Origin the tank lead briefly. Is Steel going to look for the kill on Cora? No, just puts the shot into Playmaker, lights him on fire. 770 damage to get that kill. Unlucky fire for Origin. They would have loved to hold on to that tank lead because they don't have much else right now. They do have the light tank left alive in the endgame, which is definitely a boon for the team. Having mobility in the endgame, you have so much of the map to work with. Steel is spotted, Pafalupi lighting him, but he has to stay alive himself, so Paffy can't particularly do much. He gets lit, he drives that forward, but he might be exposing his side a little bit here. Cora putting a shot into Steel. Now Joker knows where Origin's light tank is approximately. Steel not able to connect that shot into Paffy, so Steel does get bled a little bit. And the T100 put the shot in, so he's going to have that tracer shell. He's going to be spotted for 20 seconds. And the beauty about that, right, is Court doesn't have to stay within view range. He can just keep putting in shots, and as long as he keeps hitting them, Steel's going to be spotted no matter how far away Court is. So Steel does get safe there. Smart, smart. They have two bases at the moment. Kami was able to grab A in the meantime. It's just going to be so hard for Origin to convert this. They have no HP to work with, right? Paffy's a two-shot. If he gets lit on fire like his teammate did back there, then he's a one-shot. I think that was Playmaker. Yeah, it had to be Playmaker. He's the only 2 in 5B. But at this point, Paffy's spotted. So is Le Cumino, though. So Court is doing a good job at working the view range and the mobility that the tank has. But still, there's so much pressure in Origin to make moves here. They have to do something. That being said, if they can sneak a kill in, then all of a sudden the script flips entirely. There's just not much time to do it. Cap points at 700. At this point with 2 minutes left, I don't know if they're going to convert into a cap win for Joker. I think they might. But even if they don't, there's only 2 minutes left for Origin to make a move, and they're rotating completely. Paffy and Cora completely swapping sides here. And Joker kind of dug in nicely to the corner. They're not too close together to the point where, you know, they're giving complete map away. But they're also not very close to each other in the sense that, you know, if one's getting pushed, it'll take a bit of time before the other can help out. Now, Core does spot Steel here. Good information. But can't really sneak in the shot. Paffy and Le Cumino spot each other. Paffy does sneak in the one shot. If Cora can somehow sneak in the kill on Le Cumino, does he have the angle? He doesn't have the angle. Kami sneaking one back into Paffy. They're both one-shots. Cora's coming in from behind. Steel's going to try to help flush Pafalupi out. Here's Cora spotted. Can he get the kill? Doesn't roll high enough. But wait, this is an opportunity for Origin here, and Cora's just going to take this opportunity to shoot into Steel. Steel's going to hunt down Paffy. Cora not putting pressure on Kami. It's just too late. 1,000 points. They were very close to making something work there. Origin playing that incredibly well in the endgame. It just wasn't enough. They didn't have the HP to make it a decisive play. And that's tough, man. Joker are going to win that. That fire was very painful for Origin, man. Playmaker on top of 3.7. Could have done more, but, man, that fire. Happens, though. It happens. And all of a sudden, it is set point here. Joker 1 game away from winning the tournament. We saw this in Winners Finals, though. Joker is 1 game away from the set. Origin brought it back. So it's time, guys. Let's see if Origin can lock in What does Korra have cooking for us? This Joker are looking unstoppable right now. The lineups are still being picked. We're still on Oasis, so no map intros. Dizzy's rocking the T100. He's been having a good night. So no reason to switch him out of the light tank when he's been putting in the work when he can. Joker running a VK90, less common tank. We haven't been seeing too much of those. But still a solid pick. Chat's pretty quiet. It's looking grim. Brit Breeze and his 1k points is unfortunate, but 1k is not too much in the long run. It is a cruel irony that the music gets copyrighted by the very people having me host the video. It's not Wargaming's music to copyright me. I think they licensed the music from someone else, and those companies are copywriting me because I didn't sign the license. But I see what you mean. But unfortunately, I'm not included in that license. And I tried talking with those companies, but couldn't get anything to work without me paying money for a license, and I just don't have that kind of money. Anyway, game 6 here, guys. This is do or die for Origin. Every game from here on out is do or die. No subs at all today. Origin's pretty much been playing with the same 7 players the entire time.
Let's get this show on the road.
And Origin has been making a few swaps, but here we are. 1 game away, Joker, from winning, what is it, their 9th season at this point? It's insane, man. Lots of Emily's on both teams. 3 for Joker, 4 Origin. Joker with 2 and 5Bs. IS4 VK90. Going for a blind shot on the T100. Almost connecting it, despite the fact that Dizzy was never spotted at all that game. Or so far in the opening. Spots reaction back, though. Both teams are lined up in A corner. Origin will take the cap lead. They've got the only light tank in the game, and they're going to take that liberty of, you know, controlling this side of the map, no problem. Dizzy knowing not to overextend. He also spots Panzer as well, so good info from Origin that Joker's got tanks set up in the town. Leakumino's going to spot Dizzy, though. Uh-oh. Now Dizzy's kind of caught. Kami missing the shot, though, so thankfully Dizzy only takes 1. That could have been disastrous if he took another, but Dizzy's not going to be able to reset the cap from an IS4, right? If you peek even a little bit, you're taking a shot. And there's no guarantee that you're going to pen the return fire. So, Joker's actually going to... Oh, no. I guess I was wrong. Dizzy will sneak in a reset. He'd be very ballsy to peek in another. Kami's strongest mechanical player on the Joker team. He's not going to miss the shot, really. Actually, Dizzy did get unspotted, so it wasn't necessarily possible for him to see that. And Dizzy does sneak in the extra shot, but Joker stopped the base, and that's what they care about. Origin's counter-pushing, though. ZQT Storm getting hit hard in the opening play, but Origin makes the move. Joker's going to try to push the IS4 to find Dizzy, but Dizzy's already gone, so IS4 is basically out of the fight. Dizzy can get himself back in here eventually. No, they are going to make contact again. What's going on here? They get spotted. Dizzy's just going to go for the circle play. Does Joker try to turn around to shoot Dizzy? No, actually, it looks like other tanks are shooting Leakumino here. Pafalupi turned around for that. So Dizzy's just going for the ballsy 1v1 against Kami, which I respect. He's just going for the circle play, and he's going to win it. Absolutely. Kami just realizing, okay, I'm going to lose this. I'm going to put one more shot in, maybe. Doesn't even get to do that. So great 1v1 pick there from Origin. I was a little bit nervous about that. I thought maybe Dizzy would help out over here, but having the confidence to take 1v1 plays like that is incredible, very useful. So very nicely done from Origin there. They have the tank lead. They're also up about 4k HP. They should be looking really good to take this here. Tunnel crossing pretty far. So Javi might be the easier focus target from Origin. His reactive's out. Tunnel's a one-shot. Nameless should have that himself. They do lose ZQT Storm pretty quickly, though. If you're Origin, do you turn for Panzer here? You have to be decisive, but then again, the HP difference is just massive at this point. Origin's doubling Joker. They get Tunnel. They'll have Javi. They'll have Panzer. Yeah, you're not worried here if you're Origin. You got all the HP in the world to work with here. They will take another win here. They survive for yet another game. Yet another map as well, as this is the second game on Oasis. And yeah, I have to give credit. I wasn't sure if sending the 200 back was the right play or not, but having the confidence to just take that 1v1. Of course, the T100 has the advantage of being able to circle the IS-4, but there's also always the scare of the IS-4 somehow using his super speed in a manner that, you know, bumps the T100, stops his momentum, and then kind of gets him stuck. That's always a scare, but, you know, Dizzy was confident. He took it. Had a little bit of support from Paffy, who turned around to help put shots in, make that 1v1 a little quicker. And Origin are still alive. We're going to move on to Naval as our next map. I love Naval. Naval's fun to watch. Get that set up. Where's Naval? Here's Naval. And what's the lineup here? Another T100 for Origin. They're liking it. Reaction's got his T100 back in the game. Maybe. I guess I don't know. Lineups are looking very similar for both teams. Just a 2 and 5 for a Chieftain. Solid. Will we see any boosts on Naval? I guess we're about to find out. Origin likes boosting the Chieftain. Fire and Playmaker is essentially, yeah, that was tough. Send in the replay for the Yukon. Are you self-boost? Appreciated. Thank you for that. Sinbrin, are you Caracal on YouTube, or is that someone different? But thank you for that replay. I'll take a look at it. Down to the wire now, whether or not we can come back. It's possible, man. They're not out of it. They have to win every game for it to happen. I wouldn't put it past them, though. They're a great team. They did it yesterday. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. That being said, Joker's a strong team. If they just lock in one of these next 3 games, if it comes down to 3 games, then they win. But here's Naval. Man, we got a great set on our hands here. But you guys get to enjoy the map intro with the standard 34 lo-fi music, which thankfully I'm not getting copyrighted for, so W for stream beats for that. I was originally worried about it, but does not seem to be the case. So Joker's going to go for a mid spot run with the T100. Makes sense. You spot the tanks crossing to A. Just make sure that you don't get blind fired in return. T100's pretty short, not easy to blind fire. Origin's going to be looking to shoot through the bush. Joker's not in the bush. Spots Nameless, spots Yaro. He does get lit himself, though. ZKT Storm with a great reaction putting that shot in. Dizzy spotted all the way up top here, though. He didn't take a central push position, or central spotting position. He's up top. Origin's going to quick cap B there with double MLEs. Joker doesn't have a defense. And Reaction taking another hit here from Dizzy. He is on half HP. He's going to try to sneak C. If you're Dizzy, do you rush this? I mean, certainly not, right? He's got support. Yeah, Dizzy backs up. Smart. There's confidence from last game, but there's not, like, overconfidence, cockiness, because you can't just be like, oh, I see a half HP tank. I'm going to push it. Because there are definitely light tank players on NA who would do that. Be like, oh, MG, I can win the 1v1, and not realize that he's got 3 tanks supporting him. Anyway, Joker has taken C, but Origin's going to try to step A now. Which would be 2 bases. The problem, though, Core is getting bled pretty hard. They have clear control over the A side. It's just a matter of all the tanks that Joker has set up to defend it. Milo's getting bled out a little bit. Yaro and Nameless have pushed pretty far forward here. Does Joker just drive down to counter? Surely not, right? Because Core and Playmaker would have really good positions on them. The Chieftain would be able to just put in so much work with that hash. No, Joker's doing it anyway. Okay. And yeah, Playmaker immediately activating that Tungsten. He's just going to try to farm Group out, but Group's in a super con. Not easy HE farms for a Chieftain. He's going to try, though. But Dango 774, Nameless, and Yaro. Joker were not punished as hard as I thought they might be. Playmaker looking for his shot, but there's nothing there. And now Joker's up 2 tanks. They're up 3k HP almost. Steel's winning a 1v1 on Path Loopy. ZQT Storm still camping all the way out back. And what do you do now if you're Origin? There's nothing left. Dizzy's getting rushed down by 2 tanks. Even though, yes, he's higher HP than Reaction, he's not going to be able to avoid both of these guys. Big HE there. And actually, Kakety helping out as well, turning all the way around. Dizzy couldn't do anything. And unfortunately for Origin, I think this might be the end of the line for them. They're going to lose Korra as well, potentially. 43 HP in a Dream. He goes down. So does Paffy, losing the 1v1 to Steel. And Steel saying GG. Javi's trolling with his lol lol lol. A little bit excessive, but that's Javi for you. Dizzy's saying Happy Halloween. He's a good sport about it. I always like watching Dizzy. W person as well. GG's guys, I wish I can play EU. Javi says, yeah, it would be fun. Okay, there is love between the two teams. They're happy about it. But it is the end of the line for Origin here. Ram from Reaction. Very cool, but... GG's. That's a dub for Joker. Congrats. 5-2 win. They are your Blitz Masters Legends 1 champion. Taking an early advantage in the set, giving Origin a little bit of wiggle room to crawl right back, and then shutting it down. Game 7 on Naval. Punishing the overextension from Origin. I thought Origin would have had better punishes there, but I guess like a tank like the Super Conqueror is not an easy punish. It's not easily HEable, so that Chieftain wasn't able to do as much as I thought he would in that scenario. He still did fine overall, but congrats to Joker, guys. They are your champions for BML 1. Huge. There we go. I'll give them a minute to celebrate. I would like to pull Javi in here. I did message him before the tournament, asked if I could pull him in if he wins. I did the same with Korra. I'll give them a minute to settle down, you know, of course, enjoy their victory, right? Because they get some good cash. I think, what was it, 25k for this tournament? I don't know what it was. I never ended up paying any attention to the prize pool. But here we go, Joker on top. It's already updated. Congrats to Joker. But what is it? 10,000 for the team, then 532. That's 20,000, not 25. But yeah, $1,000 per team player for Joker. 500 each for Origin. They can't complain too much, you know. They got a pretty good setup going, but yeah. GG's Joker. Let me see if I can call Javi in here. You guys are chatting. We call him. I sent him a message. We'll see what he says. Get everything set up for that. I don't know if he wants to turn on his camera or what. I don't really have anything set up for it. I guess I could do his camera and just hide my own. We'll see. But yeah, congrats to Joker. It was a good set overall. I enjoyed the season. It was short, I won't lie. I didn't love the format, but in terms of the games, they were fun. They were good sets to watch. Joker and Origin always feeds families. And yeah, we still got 10 minutes left until the portal ends. We'll see if we can get an interview with Javi, ask him a few questions, then we'll call it here. Alright, Javi says yes. Let's go ahead and call him. Yo, what's up, Javi?
Yo, what's up, big dog? How you doing, my boy?
Doing well, man. How about yourself? How you feeling?
I'm happy, man. I mean, you know, I'm always happy after a dub. You know what I mean? Like, every season is different, right, with the metas and stuff. But I'm just happy for another win. I'm happy, you know, for us especially, right? A special moment for me, you know. I really wanted to get, like, the best players possible. And I feel like I did that. And, you know, it's my first time ever having, like, a rotational roster. So I feel like I'm very proud of my team for excelling under the spotlight. You know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah, it was cool. I did notice that you were making a lot of subs today, and I wasn't really sure if you had a core 7, because I know you normally do, but the rotational roster is pretty interesting. Looks like it worked out really well for you. You can keep everyone fresh, specialized, and it's really cool. Yeah, a couple questions. First of all, you know, the new meta only dropped just, you know, last month. How did you guys prep? Do you feel like you had enough time to prepare and everything? What was your thoughts on the meta and how long it took for you to prepare for it?
I mean, honestly, man, the meta is interesting. I feel like it's like another one of those metas, like how the type meta was. I
Hmm.
feel like you could get away with making a lot of mistakes in this meta. Just with the reactive and the HP pool, you could
True.
you could overwhelm a lot of things, right?
Hmm.
But it's a different challenge, and I like challenges. Obviously I played the game for a while now, so has my team, right? So
Hmm.
it's like every new little meta change and shift is fun, right? It gets you thinking, it forces you to think, right, for different outcomes and possibilities. But I like it. I thought it was cool, you know.
That's good. Yeah, think it's an improvement over last meta with the box tanks.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Playing Origin with their tank destroyers sitting in the back of the map for no reason for 7 minutes, it's way better. You know what I mean? Like it now they're forced to move. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's a way better meta, especially for us. I called that on the beginning too. I really like this meta because it gives us a lot of opportunities. You know what I mean? But it was fun. I hated the last meta, man. It's just
Sure.
anywhere you move, you got 6 TDs looking at you. Sucks.
Yeah, it is always a bit cheesy how kind of reactive tends to define the meta, especially recently. But
Hmm.
like overall, I think Emily is much better suited than the box tank for sure. So I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Um, Another question, I guess, maybe a little bit of insight, right? So this is Blitzmasters Legends 1. Obviously, at the end of
Hmm.
the month, we're starting Blitzmasters Legends 2, which is going to be a little bit
Hmm.
different with the integration of PC. How do you feel about that? How do you think it'll affect things?
I mean, honestly, I think a few players might get better. I'm not gonna name drop anybody, but I know who will get a little bit more improvement, right? But in
Sure.
all honesty, like my guys and us, right? We've always been mobile guys, and
Hmm.
it's where we're comfortable with. So I think like we're just gonna take it like another tournament. Like we're happy that other players can get to try new things, get a feel for it or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be the same thing for us. You know what I mean? So it's cool though. I like the integration for sure.
Yeah, good. It's good to hear that from you. Do you expect to change anything with your own team, or is it maybe a little too early to tell? Or are you just going to be sticking with your 10 guys? You seem to like them a lot, it sounds like.
I think honestly, I mean, it may be too soon to tell, right? Like a lot of people have
It's
life,
fair.
you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
like it's this game, it's very fun, right? And these short seasons are cool, but at the end of the day, right, it takes a lot of time still, even if it's
Oh,
a small
100%.
season, right? Like, so it's like I'm up in the air right now. Like, if ideally, if everybody could play again, and commit the same way we did right now, I would love to keep the same 10, just because like I have so much faith in all of them.
Mhm.
But you never know, right? Anything could happen. I'm just prepared for anything. You know what I mean?
Sure. I think you saw the dates, right? How it's going to be during the week of Thanksgiving, apparently, to start off. I don't know if they're locking it in, but that could cause some problems. But,
Yeah, I saw that. Honestly, I think it's all right. I feel like this season it was really bad because everybody's in the weekday, working, and it's just an inconvenience, right? Like for example, for
mhm.
me, like playing today, I had to leave early from work, just so I could get some sort of reps. I feel like yesterday it was really rushed, like coming home from work and
Mhm.
trying to play at a high level. You know what I mean? So I'm glad War Gaming listened though,
Mhm.
and put it on the weekend, at least Friday, right? So that's cool. But it'll be all right. We'll enjoy Thanksgiving with the families and come and whip ass. You know what I mean? So
For
it'll
sure.
be fun for sure.
Yeah, excited to see how you guys do. Yeah, that was a fun tournament. I really enjoyed it. My favorite moment has got to be it's either between the clutch that Reaction did against Ponda, or it's
Hmm.
the boost that you did with Reaction on Lagoon. That was really fun. I enjoyed watching you guys.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
I'll let you
for
celebrate with your
I
team.
fuck with you.
What's that?
Yep. I
I didn't
fuck
hear what
with
you
you,
said,
my
sorry.
boy.
Oh yeah, let's go. I appreciate it, dude. All right, I'll let you enjoy with your team, man. You enjoy your day. Happy Halloween as well. All right, go trick or treating if you
For
still have
sure,
some
bro.
time.
Happy holidays, my boy. I already stole all of Origin's candy, so I think I'm good. But thank you, my boy. Thank you for looking out. Thanks for the interview, dog. I fuck with you. GG's,
You
my
got it,
boy.
brother. Take it easy, dude. See ya.
You too, big dog. Later.
Peace. There you guys go. That's Javi. Great guy. I love him. He's a very passionate, energetic, and sometimes he can talk a little smack. But Javi's he's a great guy. I love Javi. And there you guys go. He's very insightful as well. Obviously, like not only is he passionate, but he knows a lot about the game as well. And I think that definitely showed in not only his games but the interview, of course. So there you guys go. That was the Joker captain. And with that, we've got 1 minute left in the portal. I think we're good to go ahead and call it here. I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess end it. So thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the tournament as much as I did. I'm excited for Blitzmasters Legends 2. The dates are going to make it awkward for streaming if they remain the same. Again, I'm having family over for the week of Thanksgiving, and I have to spend time with them. I don't get to see them too often, so I may not be covering as much as I would like to, but we'll see how the dates roll out, right? I'm excited regardless, especially with adding PC to comp, opening a complete new window of players that have an opportunity to join the competitive scene that may otherwise not have. But yeah, reading the chat, looks like everyone's happy with the set. It was enjoyable, hopefully, for the rest of you all. I would love to sit here and read chat for a while, but I don't think I want to drag things on much longer than I have to. So I will let you guys go. Again, congrats to Javi and Joker. Commiserations, of course, to Origin. I'm centering around Joker because they just won, but obviously Origin put up an incredible fight, right? They won the winner bracket finals. They had some nice games, of course, in this set as well, and they worked just as hard as Joker, right? So I can't pass up the opportunity to give them a bit of recognition as well, because they absolutely deserve it, Just obviously this wasn't their day, but I'm sure they're going to come right back for Blitz Masters Legends 2, bounce back with as much passion, if not more. I know there's at least 1 or 2 players on the Origin team that I think will level up from being able to play on PC. So if that can affect them more positively, then we'll see how they do. And of course, the introduction of new teams as well. We're going to see how things turn out. But yeah, we'll call it here. Thank you all for showing up. The rewards portal should be closed at this point. I hope you guys get your crates, get something good. Enjoy your Halloween, because it is still Halloween. Me and my loader buddy, we're going to have a little bit of fun. And yeah, I'll catch you guys end of November for Blitz Masters Legends 2. That's been it. My name's been 34, and you guys have a good night. Stay safe. Happy tanking.